Are you thinking about listing your home, putting it on the market for sale? Well, if you are, here are 5 mistakes that you definitely want to avoid. And these are mistakes that could potentially cost you a lot of money. So instead of costing you money, I'm going to show you how instead you can maximize your profits. But before doing so, if you like this kind of content, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and that way, every time I do a new video, you'll be notified. Hey, my name's Glen Hopkins. I'm a local realtor here in South Surrey and White Rock. And if you're thinking of buying or selling a home or have any real estate related questions, please feel free to reach out and contact me. There is a link in the description below where you can schedule a call and we can have a quick chat. Okay, so one of the first mistakes that I see a lot of people do prior to listing their home is unnecessary renovations. Renovations that can cost them a lot of money and money that they will not see in return when they actually sell their home. So if you look at the chart here on the screen, you'll see some interesting numbers. And as you'll see, 2 of the major things that people often want to renovate before listing their home are their kitchens and bathrooms. And it kind of makes sense because that's what we hear about all the time. People spend most of their time in the kitchen and the bathroom, and that's what means most to the potential buyer. However, if you're looking to maximize your profits, I do not recommend you do that. Again, on the chart, it's showing that for a kitchen, your return on investment will be 78% on average. So if you put in $100,000 in a new kitchen, you're not going to get $100,000 back. You're going to get $78,000 back on average. That's not a good return on investment. So what I recommend is if you want to do these major renovations to your kitchen, to your bathroom, whatever, do them while you're still living in the home. And that way you get the benefit of enjoying those renovations. And when you sell, you will see an increase in price as well. Now, there are some things that you can do before you list your home for sale. Those are things like painting, doing some landscaping, doing some design changing, just cosmetic repairs, however, nothing major. These cosmetic repairs can see a very good return on your investment. They're not going to cost you a lot, but keep in mind you want to keep things neutral. So don't go crazy with anything. You want to have neutral colors and a neutral look. That's going to draw the largest audience. Remember, uniqueness is not your friend here. You want to draw as many people, potential buyers to your home as possible. So keep things neutral. The second mistake that a lot of people make is not staging their home. The National Association of Realtors and Coldwell Banker have done studies that have shown that staged homes not only sell faster, but for more money. Have a look at this article titled Home Staging Statistics. It's found on a Coldwell Banker website, and it states that 45% of buyers say it will positively impact the value of their home. And among realtors, 49% report that most buyers are affected by home staging. Now, it goes on to say that a survey by Coldwell Banker, it found that staged homes spend half the time on the market than non-staged homes. Now, that's really important because obviously you want to sell your home faster and for top dollar. The National Association of Realtors, they did a survey which found that the longer homes stay on the market, the further their price drops. Well, guess what? People start to say, hey, what's wrong with it? If it's sitting on the market too long, people just naturally think there's something wrong with the home. They also found that once staged, homes spend an average of 73% less time on the market. And here's some really important stuff. Buyers are willing to spend 1 to 5% more of their dollar value on a staged home. And Coldwell Banker in their survey, they found that staged homes sell for more than 6% above asking price. 6%, that's huge. Now, one of the questions I get oftentimes is, should I stage my vacant home? So if you've already moved out of your home, you have it listed on the market, there's nothing in it, it's totally empty, yes, I do recommend you stage it. Now, there's 2 different ways that you can stage it. You can physically stage it or you can virtually stage it. If you're going to physically stage it, it would cost you a lot of money to stage the entire home. That's not necessary. I would recommend staging the kitchen, the bathrooms, the living room, and the master bedroom. Now, if you don't want to do that, the alternative again is virtual staging. That can be done very cheaply, and that way the photos on MLS, it's going to give people a very good idea of what the home might look like once they get their furniture in it. And believe it or not, a staged home looks bigger than a vacant home. A vacant home looks smaller. The third mistake that I see people often make when listing their home is not strategically pricing it. Oftentimes, people want to shoot for the moon in hopes of winning the lottery and selling it for way over the actual market value. Listing your home over market value is not a good idea because more often than not, people are not going to come take a look at it and it's not going to sell. It's going to sit on the market for a longer and longer period of time. And again, when that happens, people start to question what's wrong with it. And if they're questioning what's wrong with it, it's not going to sell. And then you're going to be forced to do price drops. And the more price drops you do, you're going to end up making less and less on your home. So right from the get-go, you should price your home correctly. So there's 3 various ways of pricing your home. Number 1 is overpricing your home, trying to look for a record breaker. This, again, folks, it causes an issue where it draws a very slim audience. Not many people are going to come look at your home, which means it's going to sit longer and it's going to take longer to sell. And don't forget that if you're pricing your house more than what it's actually worth, you're going to be competing against bigger and better homes. So as an example, if your home is only worth $900,000, and you've got it listed at $1 million, well, guess what? You're competing against other homes on the market that are actually worth $1 million. So how's it going to compare? Well, probably not favorably. The second option is fair market value. When you list your house at fair market value, what that means is you've spoken with your realtor has gone out there and looked at the comparable sales and let you know what your current home value might be worth. Now, it's important that we only look at sold homes and not active listings. Active listings, people, like we said, they can price their house for anything that they'd like. So what people are asking for their home and what they actually get for their home are 2 separate things. So it's the sold listings that we're most concerned with and the most recent sold listings that are going to help give us an accurate price. And by pricing it fairly, you're going to draw a significant amount of people, a savvy audience, and it's going to sell fairly fast. And the third option is to underprice your home. And we saw a lot of this in recent months, and that's when we were getting all of the bidding wars. Now, folks, this only works in certain markets, so check with your realtor before ever considering doing this. But the idea is that you list your home under market value. It's kind of like having a sale. It's going to attract a larger audience. People are going to come in and hopefully make offers. Now, if you get multiple offers, what happens? Well, you end up getting a bidding war, and chances are the price is going to go over market value. Again, though, this does not work in all market conditions. So be very careful that you only use this strategy during certain market conditions. So here's the deal. If you want to sell your home fast and for top dollar, there are 2 primary factors that you must consider. You need to make sure that your realtor has both exceptional negotiation skills and marketing skills. Which leads us to point number 4, which is hiring a realtor that does not have exceptional negotiation skills. Have a look at this chart on the screen. You can see that by negotiating just 1.5% more on the value of a home, it equals big bucks. Folks, if you have a house valued at $500,000, 1.5% more is $7,500 in your pocket. Now, moving up to $2 million, if you have a $2 million home, that's $30,000 in your pocket. So never underestimate the value of top negotiation skills. And the 5th mistake that I see people make when listing their home for sale on the market is not hiring a realtor who has exceptional marketing skills. This is absolutely key because if you can't get people looking at your house, interested in your house, well, you're not going to get any offers. And if you don't have any offers, you don't have to worry about negotiation skills either. So it's really key that your realtor understands how to market effectively. And a quick shameless plug here. I am a bona fide marketing expert, and I can say that because before becoming a realtor, for 17 years, I was a full-time marketing consultant. I wrote books, I wrote magazines, I did home study courses, I held weekend live events, you name it, I did it as a marketing consultant. Here's some copies of my magazine, Net Success. That was the name of my company, Net Success Systems. And this magazine went out every month. It was $29.95 per month US, per month, not for the entire year, but per month. So there's some examples of that. I also wrote 2 books. One book became a international #1 bestseller on marketing. And the second book, well, not a bestseller, but a damn good read just the same. I don't recommend you go out and buy these books. Why? Because, well, I'm not the best writer, to be honest with you. What I'm trying to point out here is that through my marketing skills, I was able to get this book, not an incredibly well-written book. It's got good content, but the way it was written was not that great. However, because I know how to market it, I was able to get it to a #1 bestseller. So that's my shameless plug. It's not there to impress you, but to impress upon you that I do know how to market. And it's very important that you find a real estate agent that's going to be able to market and negotiate the best possible price for you. So that's it. Those are the 5 mistakes that you absolutely want to make sure that you avoid when listing your house for sale. Again, my name's Glen Hopkins. I'm a local realtor here in South Surrey and White Rock. And if you're thinking of buying or selling a home or have any real estate related questions, please go ahead, click on the link below in the description. We can schedule a call and have a chat.